you're born with the silver spoon or whatever. And yes, we are, to a certain extent. But at the same time, the massive legacy that our parents have left or have, is so hard to match up to. And whatever some random troll on the internet who you don't even know and probably never gonna see in your life says about you isn't gonna take you any further back in life, isn't gonna change your life. It's just a bunch of blabber. That's it. I mean, I've heard from a lot of people, I'm very much like dad and Tiger's very much like mom. I was with the guy for 3 years. And yeah, it was the first time I experienced something like that, and then when that ended, I kind of realized that's when I need to do something for me and something very transformational,
She's more than her surname. She's more than just a Shroff. Today we are in conversation with Krishna Shroff, who's going to take us not just through what her Bollywood dreams are not, but what her entire journey about fitness is about. If I have to ask you, Krishna, what exactly should be the best way that you are supposed to introduce yourself to the audience? Who is Krishna Shroff for anyone who might be just coming across you for the first time?
I mean, to be honest, what you see is who I am. I'm pretty straightforward in who I am. I love to stay true to who I am. And I mean, I have nothing to hide, everything. I think it's pretty evident from, my Instagram page, for example. I like to be authentic and stay true to who I am. And I think that's, one of the reasons people connect to me.
Did you realize that over the last, at least in the last couple of years, the kind of fan following you have amassed, like this, everyone who particularly knows about you and those who know, those who don't know exactly, you are pretty much a nice, I would say, a pretty much level Google name out there. People want to know about you. And this goes beyond the fact that nobody is connecting just you to the surname you are carrying forward.
Yeah.
Do you realize the popularity so suddenly?
Not really. I don't think, the amount of, the immense love and everything I've received, the supports, all the amazing messages, it hasn't really sunk in just yet. I think a little bit I'm now starting to realize people are kind of accepting me as an individual and kind of away from, the massive family name that I come from, which is cool. And I think fitness has really given me that, because I've been able to steer away and do something different and people have accepted it and I've received so much support. So it's been really good.
But if we just do a little bit of rewind, Krishna, you cannot, of course, take away your father is a superstar.
Of course.
In all the possible rights. And when it comes to your younger brother, your brother, Tiger, he's one of the youngest superstars India has seen. Huge amount of fan following there as well. Sometimes you feel that when you as an individual want to step out and do something, there's always a certain kind of legacy, or you treat it as maybe there's a little bit of more you have to prove yourself to just your own self, that there is so much of
pressure.
There is so much of pressure. I mean, the Shroff surname, everyone knows you.
Yeah.
Everyone knows your father for that matter, now your brother. Do you feel I have to do maybe a little bit more extra so that people can treat me also like a very separate way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like, so many people say, oh, you're born with the silver spoon or whatever. And yes, we are, to a certain extent. But at the same time, the massive legacy that our parents have left or have, is so hard to match up to. And there's just automatic expectations, people constantly, there's always expectations and huge expectations, and it's not easy to match up to that. So, we do have maybe a little bit of a head start, but at the end of the day, we have to work just as hard, if not harder, to, match up or maybe surpass one day.
But Krishna, there was a time in your father's life, we all know that Jackie sir went through a lean phase professionally, and of course there was this massive thing which always Tiger speaks about, the dream of getting the home back, the financial stagnancy you guys saw. All to the people who just say that, star kids are born with a certain kind of privilege and everything comes to them handy. You have seen your share of fierce struggles, and from there to here today. Can I say that was one of the key reasons you really don't want to get in this profession of limelight of acting? Is it anything to do with that?
Nothing at all. No. That has zero to do with that, in fact. I think I've just really been one to follow my passion, and really do what I truly enjoy doing. I honestly believe life is too short. I live each day as it comes. I want to be happy every single day. I want to be happy doing what I'm doing every single day, and this is my passion. This is what I love to do. So yeah, I'm blessed to be able to now be making a living off of it.
But now, as you're saying, you're making a living of it, and as I've been telling you that people like you, you are an Instagram sensation and everything. Does it come to your mind anytime that I can be an actress? You're pretty, you're beautiful. Bollywood, I don't see any cut which you cannot make for, as we said, the quintessential Bollywood actress we're looking for. But what stops
Thank you.
Because there's never anything you have said or anything you were even indicated that you really want to get into this particular field. Like Kinniwari was one of those, like, we could see that, but what stops Krishna Shroff from not signing a Bollywood film?
Like I said, it doesn't really spark that fire within me, and I love, that adrenaline rush. I love anything that gives me that excitement, that really gets me going. And I've worked on a film set, I've assisted on a couple of my brother's films. And it's not as glamorous as people think it is.
I think it's particularly one of the most toughest professions.
100%.
Just to put up that kind of image and maintain that image throughout.
Yeah, definitely. And it does give one a lot, but it also takes away a lot. So, I don't think that life is for me. I've been up and close and close and very personal with that world. And yeah, it's just not something that clicks for me.
I think, like, you have to correct me if I go wrong here, that you have your own battle with when you were growing up, like the weight problem. And you have, I don't know if I should be putting it on, was it ever a point that you have gone through a fast shaming phase of sorts, which actually sort of opened that particular door for you that no, I have to venture towards fitness? But of course, nobody even thinks at that time that I am going to build a brand out of it.
Yeah.
And maybe a living out of it. But what was that phase like? Because it's not easy for any teenager, not just you, for anyone out there who has to battle with weight issues. And considering the society we come from, we are actually not very empathetic. Like the words like moti hai, aisi dikhti hai. What was your battle with that particular phase?
As a young teenager, those things really stick into your head, that can really affect a young adolescent, but I honestly did use that, as motivation to better myself. I wouldn't say it was the entire reason I got into fitness, but eventually I decided I wanted to do something transformational, just to feel better in my own skin and more confident and just secure within who I am. And fitness truly gave me that, all those outside voices, they don't matter anymore. Once you're so confident within yourself, you have that newfound sense of security, none of that matters. You realize whatever some random troll on the internet who you don't even know and probably never going to see in your life says about you isn't going to take you any further back in life, isn't going to change your life. It's just a bunch of blabber. That's it.
But what was it, Krishna, for you that this is it, you want to make? Like, you told me that you don't want to be an actress. I buy that. But what was it for Krishna Shroff that I want to get into fitness? And not just fitness. Sometimes, normally what fitness is that people just work on themselves and that's it. But you're inspiring people out there. You've opened up a brand. There is a chain you're running. You're calling out for arts and the workouts, which normally in India we don't are much used to. What was with you? What was that thought,
that shift?
That shift, that this is it and this is the calling, as if I should put it. What was your calling for you?
So I'll be honest, I went through a really bad breakup, which was, my first ever relationship.
It was unfortunately pretty publicized for no reason per se, like.
Actually, not the one you were thinking about. Yeah.
Okay.
This one was ages ago, when I was 21. I was with the guy for 3 years. Okay. And yeah, it was the first time I experienced something like that, and then when that ended, you know how it gets in a relationship. You kind of lose your individuality and you merge into one person, and that person becomes everything, So I kind of put myself second during that. And then after the breakup, I kind of realized that's when I need to do something for me and something very transformational, And that's really when I decided to get into it. Other than that, I've always had the love and the passion for sports and athletics, especially mixed martial arts, So I decided I wanted to do something to help grow the sport in our country, give our Indian athletes a platform to showcase their talent and their skill set and take it to the next level, and with that, if that can inspire and motivate the youth, then I'm all for it.
What was it like? I remember when you guys came up with MMA Matrix, the first thing which stood out was everyone thought that, okay, Tiger has this, I think this is his second image, if I should be saying, like action and Tiger go hand in hand. That's a separate story.
Yeah,
He has said
100%.
100 times that I have worked really hard. It doesn't come naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like equally in hard work. And when we saw you in the same picture, like working out in the gym, and the videos, they're not edited ones, if I should be putting it out that way.
No.
We have seen you working out, all those long vlogs you have been putting about how to do a particular form of exercise and stuff. Was it ever like people were like, Tiger and Krishna just putting out fitness just for the sake of it? Did you hear that kind of banter as well? Because people actually do end up talking about, because your brother is a, an action star, and now you were banking on that particular part.
Right.
Did you even go through that phase? Because as you said, trolls talk, and this is one of the things I actually read. Ki wo action star hai, to you opened up
a
fitness brand.
Really? I've never heard that actually.
It's all the internet thing which you just go through.
No. Honestly, the amount of support and love that I've received for putting out my workouts or my fitness journey, my transformation, it's been immense. I feel like 95% has been all love, and then there's going to be 5% that hate for no reason, or maybe their own particular reasons. But when it came to MMA Matrix and kind of dwelling into this, it's been all love. And I think it's pretty cool, because I keep hearing, not a lot of women in our country are doing this. So being able to pioneer that and kind of grow that within our country and help the women and inspire them and motivate them is a win,
Your Instagram is also one of the top points. I remember the very first time I was introduced to your picture was by one article which is like, oh, this is very hot and happening Instagram account of Tiger's sister. From there to now, when you have your own particular set of following, where people just not follow you for the sake of maybe because you're pretty much bold about your life. You're very open, you're very vocal. If you're putting up pictures in a bikini, they're out there. There's nothing to hide for that matter. And you have your own set of following. How was your transition to just from being Tiger's sister, that introduction? Today, people know you. I mean, in the last 3 months, all magazine covers, I think I've been flipping.
Yeah,
you are good. There. There's not a single fitness magazine I haven't seen you on. What has been this, should I say, the newfound fame like? How should I put it?
I don't know. I feel like you can phrase it better than me. But I mean, it's been good, touch wood. It's been a blessing to be able to, finally be appreciated for what I love and what I do, I'm finally not getting those questions. Oh, so when are you going to debut? Actress nahi, exactly. All those things are kind of slowly fading away, and people are respecting and appreciating what I'm trying to bring to our country, And yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, there's not much I can say about it, I think the fact that I've just been so true to what I want to do and stay true to that and focus on that path and not divert my mind and give in to these things that people expected me to be or do has really eventually made people around me believe in my vision as well, So I think being able to stay true and authentic to who I am and the belief that I had within myself automatically or eventually made the people around me believe in me too.
But for Krishna, what's your plan here forward? Like, people know you are into fitness. That's something you're really passionate about. We have an MMA Matrix at the moment. But what's the future plan for Krishna, if not acting? Because everything boils down to the fact, as I've said, that you've said as well, it's boiling down. People are taking you seriously for what exactly you do. But what is this larger picture for you? What are you aiming at next from here on? I
mean, I feel like fitness is the most booming industry we have right now. Fitness is the present, it's the future.
And I still think it's pretty much untapped as well, especially for
women.
For sure.
Absolutely. And I think, like I said, it's the present and it's the future. So, I mean, being one of the first few women who kind of, are starting this venture and introducing this into our country, I think I'm on the right path, and I think I want to focus on this and focus on building and growing this even more. And yeah, I think just being one of the pioneers, in growing fitness for the youth of our country, introducing them to a healthy lifestyle and just overall well-being.
Has there been any incident, Krishna, in your life which actually made you feel that whatever you're doing is you're doing right? Has there any incident which come by, or any real life story which this gym must have come across?
I think probably all the random messages I get from people I don't even know, just just telling me that I inspire them or I motivate them, it has been the most amazing, amazing thing. And I think the best gift that I've received in return for doing this.
Nothing like it. But also, what I was going through Instagram and I was going through the comments to check with you. One thing which I've been constantly finding is like, who was Krishna Shroff dating? And I'm like, dude, let me ask Krishna Shroff that exactly. Is Krishna Shroff seeing someone at the moment?
Right now, I'm honestly enjoying, doing what I'm doing. I'm really focused on, just bettering myself every day, and I think making myself a priority.
I think that's the best line you said to me. That
Yeah, it's a fact. There's nothing more empowering than being able to be happy with yourself. I think, so that's where I'm at right now.
And if I have to ask you, who's a better workout partner, Dad or Tiger, for that matter? Because even Jackie sir at this age is like, hello.
He's amazing. You're allowed to say it.
I'm allowed to say it. Like I can do the fangirling thing, because the last couple of pictures you put up with him, like swimming sessions,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah.
is he doing reverse?
He's doing really, shit, I don't think, sorry, am I allowed to say that? I don't think anyone looks like him at his age, I still think he looks better than some of the young guys out there, but
He does.
when it comes to a better workout partner, I would have to say my brother, just because our workout style is more similar. My dad's more into yoga and shanti. Tiger and I like a little bit more fast-paced impact. So I think if I had to choose, I would probably say Tiger.
But I can say that for the wardrobe part, there is this lot of this Jackie sir thing, the boots and the blacks and the colors. Do you think that you get that from your father? Because
Yeah.
till date, he has, I think, one of the most standout style statements if anyone could come out and make.
Yeah, unmatchable.
Unmatchable. Like, I don't think anyone can do a bandana better than Jackie sir.
No chance. They've tried, but no chance.
No chance.
Yeah, I definitely think my dad's rubbed off on me a lot. I've heard from a lot of people, I'm very much like dad and Tiger's very much like mom. So yeah, I think definitely dad's influence has been huge in my life.
What if dad comes to you one day and maybe just Tiger requests you, just do a small part for us in any kind of, not just film, just a music video or any kind of ad?
100%, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, 100%. That's easy money. Like one day work, let's go.
Okay, easy money is the part I'm not buying, but I'll still buy the part easy, because definitely acting is not taking for you. So guys, there is no particular offer Krishna is looking for, so we can close the case here for sure. But before we wrap this up, Krishna, something which, a message from you to anyone out there who's actually looking to transform their life via fitness. What is something you can tell any particular individual out there? Because I know the most difficult part, even for me, if I'm sitting here, would be where to start. Like, what is that one particular?
That's the hardest part, right? Just starting. But I think, as unoriginal as it sounds, consistency is key. I think it's also very important to understand that everyone's journey varies. You're an individual for a reason. You and I are different. There's no two same people in this world. So as long as you stay true to what you believe in, stay focused on your goals and your path ahead. Don't compare your journey to others. Don't get impatient. All your goals are achievable. Nothing's unattainable. So I think the main thing is stay true to who you are. Prioritize you and focus on your path ahead. Don't look left or right. Don't compare yourself to her or him or whoever it may be, and the rest will follow.
Nothing like it. But guys, I have to tell you before we close this one, that Krishna Shroff is here for a reason, with a motivational reason per se, I have to say, to transform not just your lives, but definitely nothing via fitness. And no, Bollywood is not happening, so we are crushing those dreams out there.
Sorry.
But thank you so much, Krishna. Thank you for making this an easy chat, because as you said, with everyone just always talking about that you have to make it films or you have to be seen on celluloid, it's refreshingly nice to talk to I will not use the term star kid, but to someone, of course, who is definitely not willing to walk that path, and there is far more substance to what that person wants to bring to the world. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. This was lovely.
Yeah.
Thanks.